So good afternoon, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Buenas tardes, boa tarde. We are here with Cristina Consuegra, the co-founder of our wonderful DMC, Galavanta in Colombia. So Cristina, you have a special program for us today, and you're going to share your screen. So what I think.
Exactly. So thank you everyone for joining us today. As per usual, it's a pleasure to be presenting. So thanks for taking a bit of your day to come and see our presentation. I'm just going to share my screen now and we should be good to go. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So we were recently on a scouting trip for some VIP clients, and we took the opportunity to visit some new villas and some villas that we already knew, but have been recently refurbished. So it's quite exciting, as you know, as in Colombia, people see it as a beach destination. It is a good beach destination. There's just sometimes, you know, a lack of diversity in terms of option. So we're basically, you guys know we're located in Cartagena, where our office is in the old city. So we're very close to Baru and the Rosario Islands, which is the main kind of beach destination. So we're going to talk about Baru in particular. Just kind of going in, Baru is technically a peninsula, but they call it the island because it's separated by a canal. However, there is a bridge that joins that canal to mainland. So this peninsula is actually reachable by land. So there's roads, we can come in on vehicles easily, or by the ocean. By road to get to this bay here, which is called the Cholon Bay, it's about an hour and 30 minutes driving, or it's about 35 minutes by boat. So it's relatively accessible either way. And as you can see, these are this is the location of the 3 villas that we're going to be checking out today. They're located in Cholon Bay. This is where like the majority of like the really, really nice villas are located. As you can see, just to give you a point of reference, the new Sofitel Baru is over here and Las Islas is around here. So this is an area that there's no beach per se, but we always equip the villas with a private speedboat, so they can have it 24/7 and they can just basically go out, explore, and just enjoy the area as much as possible and go to the nearby beaches. All the houses do have docks that go onto the bay, which is a very calm bay. There's no tide or anything, so you can go paddle boarding and kayaking as well. So we're going to start with Casa Amin. This is the most exciting discovery because this is a villa that is basically very rarely rented. Right now we went to at the driest moment during the year, so this is all quite dry, but it's with the rains it's already started flourishing and started getting really nice and green. The villa has a total of 11 rooms, of which 8 rooms are made available to guests. It's probably the biggest villa in this beach area at the moment. It's very, very exclusive. It was just built 2 years ago. It has like the most top-end amenities, this very, very big pool. As you can see here, it has a kids pool, jacuzzi area, and a lab area, and a small beach area. The whole thing is heated every night. So if guests want to go in for a swim in the late afternoon or in the evening, it's always heated. As you can see here, you're right on the ocean. So you have a very big lawn area, which is great for families. And it all leads on over to like a small beachy area where the boats can come in, and then we can transfer them over to a bigger yacht if that is the case. This is like the beach sand area. And then there's another one that leads onto the water as well. So you can still go swimming, and you can go, and like the water is this deep. So it's not like a beach that comes in, but you still have like a nice a waterfront beach area. You have a very large kiosk. This kiosk is ideal. You have a very comfortable large dining area for barbecues. They have, you know, the top of the line everything, from top of the line barbecues to fridges to ice makers. Everything you want, this house has it. Exquisite decor, very well maintained linens, everything, the cushions. As you can see here, you have many lounge areas throughout the property. Now you have the indoor area. It's all air conditioned. So if it's too hot, or you have people who just want to, you know, very different ambiance, you have 2 living room areas here. Both, you know, living room areas give onto this TV, and you have 2 seating areas as well, to which you can join and make one big table or separate it out. Because this is a house made for families, everything's designed with kids in mind. So for example, you have the parents table and the kids table, or all the parents dine indoors and then the kids outdoors. Very large kitchen. This is the kitchen for the family use and guest use, and there is a separate kitchen for staff use, and that's where the actual meals are prepared, because this is a place where you host, big groups. So basically, all the big cooking is actually done outside in a separate, very large kitchen, and this is going to be more for like the day-to-day guest area. You have 8 rooms. All the rooms are exquisite. 300 thread count sheets. Everything is like immaculate. All the rooms have their own balcony area that looks onto the ocean. All the rooms have views of the ocean and of the pool and gardens. They all have ensuite bathrooms. Their ensuite bathrooms have hot water showers, top of the line, everything, amenities. And there's 2 rooms that are built for kids. So, you have your bunk beds, and then you have pull-out beds. So in each of these rooms, you can sleep up to 6 children at a time. They all have TV rooms, and there's all sorts of like fun games and everything for families. Then you have 2 rooms that have twin beds. Well, actually, these are a queen size beds. And then again, all the rooms have their own TV and bathrooms and closet areas. And then you have another set of rooms that have king size beds, which we saw earlier on, which is this one, which has the king size beds. So that is Villa Amin. Villa Amin is basically starting at $14,500 a night. This includes a 24-hour chef, an incredible dining menu with seafood, lobster, top of the line meat cuts, everything. So this is what you can expect, and obviously an English-speaking host and butler, and fully staffed for everything you need. So it is on the more expensive side, but it does include everything, and you can have at least, say 4 families sharing the cost, and each family has 2 rooms. So when you look at that type of groups traveling together, it works actually quite well. So the second villa that we're going to be checking out today is Villa Piarino. This villa, some of you might know from years ago, but the owners, it's a lovely couple. Robert is from Colombia originally, actually, and his husband is Swiss French, and they have this exquisite decor. And during the pandemic, they actually restored a lot of it. They renovated a lot of the house, and we've been working with Robert. It's been absolutely lovely. And the house is designed actually by the same architect as Casa Amin, our very own villa. So as you can see, you're going to see some similar styles here. So you have a pool here in the back area, which is beautiful, beautiful gardens. As you can see, the pool leads onto part of the villa. So you have 2 parts of the villa, the back end of the villa and then the front end. So we'll start in front of the front end. You have some lounge areas. The cool thing is that you have many different lounge areas. You have this one, then you have this one that leads on over to the side. You have this one that looks over the water with some hammocks. As you can see here, you don't have a beach, but you can still walk into the water. And then the water is probably knee deep. So you can still go swimming and hang out in this like little mini, swimming pod that you have right beside the villa. Then you have an indoor lounge area. As you can see here, is quite spacious. Outdoor dining spaces as well. You can fit up to 12 guests dining here, and you have 2 separate kitchens to service this dining table here. You have, as I mentioned, just these houses are built with so many different lounge areas. You can read a book in a different place every day. This is the rooftop, or basically it's more like an extension of one of the rooms. So that would be like the parents' suite with their own little rooftop lounge area as well. As you can see here, there's beautiful views of the bay, and it's always quite sunny. This is going to be the master bedroom, which is really beautiful. It's all done in like really nice wood. You have views all around, and very spacious bathroom. And then you have 2 bedrooms on the second floor, and these 2 bedrooms as well, very ample, but they have views up to the garden, and they have views, and they have a little personal balcony with a hammock. as well. And then there's a third bedroom that is in the first floor that leads onto the garden. All the bathrooms are extremely spacious here. They're with a cement and white concrete. And you have other dining areas. For example, this is a little separate dining area that we use for breakfast, which is lovely, and it's like situated among the gardens, versus the other one that it's more located onto the water. There's a little gym, exercise, office area, and it's just a very friendly space. The rates are actually starting at, let me confirm to you. So it's starting at 3,600 US, and 3,600 US again includes 24-hour chefs, English-speaking butler, and everything and all your meals as well with premium ingredients. And then finally, we're going to finish off with Agua Baru. Agua, we were recently there after it's been refurbished. Actually, the new owners are also part owners of Sol y Luna, which is part of Dominique's collection. And it's it's a really lovely project because it's tied to Fundación Somos Baru. This is a foundation that was launched during the pandemic by the owners are incredible philanthropists, and they have been doing lots of really great things for not just the city of Cartagena, but now for Baru in terms of education, in terms of development of the town, of security, improving the area to make it much friendlier for all sorts of travelers. So it's been a really interesting project that we've also been contributing in part to as owners of properties in Baru. So the villa now is part of, it's being tied into the work that is being done in the town of Baru and the island, in the neighboring villages. So the villa here, it's basically divided up into two parts. You have the top house, which is this one, and then you have 2 bungalows with 3 other bedrooms. In total, you have 6 bedrooms. So you can take just the main villa with 3 bedrooms, or you can take one of the bungalows, or you can take the full property with the villa and the 2 bungalows. So how it works is that you have the top villa here, beautiful views of the bay, as you can see here. The decor is exquisite. The maintenance is top notch. You have a beautiful dining area here. You have a lovely indoor sitting area as well. These areas, for example, don't have air conditioning because being up at the top of the mountain, you have an incredible breeze. Getting from the top of the mountain to the bottom does require a vehicle to get you up and down. There's stairs for the fit people who want to do some exercise, but there's always a vehicle available to get people up and down from the beach club, which is at the bottom. You have 2 separate bedrooms up at the top with views of the ocean, and then there's a 3rd bedroom at the bottom. Then there's the bungalows. As you can see here, these bungalows, there's 2 of them with a total of 3 bedrooms. One of them, this one, has 2 bedrooms, 1 in each floor, and then there is another one with just 1 with a private pool. As you can see here, the bathrooms are really well done. They just refurbished and changed all the taps, all the metalwork, brand new toilets, brand new everything, which is really lovely. As you can see here, the rooms are quite spacious. All the rooms have a king bed and then 2 single beds. The single beds can be used as sofas, or it can be used to have at least 1 child at a time. This is the second bungalow, which is the 3rd bedroom of the bungalows, or the 6th bedroom in total. And this one has its own separate pool. So this is going to be more for just a couple who wants some more intimate time. This one also has a separate little kind of viewpoint where you can get a 360 view of the entire bay and the island as well. The clubhouse, which is located at the bottom, has a massage area, as you can see here, and it has a beautiful kind of lounge area with loungers, restaurant area, bar area as well. So you can either spend your time at your private pool at the top, or you can come and hang out here where you're going to find other people that are going to come into the restaurant, which is not private because the owners or the rooms have their own private dining areas. This is more for people who kind of come in, have lunch, and just spend the day relaxing. As I mentioned, none of them have a beach, but they have a beautiful dock that looks onto the water. You can go swimming, kayaking, or paddleboarding. And as you can see here, a bit more of the layout. And then just a bit of travel inspiration in terms of what can people do when they're in Baru. You can come and spend, 5-6 days here. And you can spend 4 or 5 days here. There's actually quite a lot to do. We can take you on a boat to Tierra Bomba. In Tierra Bomba, we can take you mountain biking, horseback riding, kayaking, surfing. We can go kite surfing as well. And these are really cool because Tierra Bomba is another island, but it's only like about 15-20 minutes away by boat. And we can do activities and then come back for lunch, for example. We can go in the afternoon. So it's actually quite accessible to get to Tierra Bomba, which is a very good spot for adventure and nature. We can also take different types of boats and speedboats. So whether it's a speedboat or a bigger yacht out to the Rosario Islands, which is about 20 minutes away, which is very easy to get to. Or we can go further out 1 hour to San Bernardo Islands, which are much more remote, much more virgin and beautiful islands. We can also use the Las Islas. They have a helipad. And from the helipad, we can take guests out to the Sierra Nevada mountains, which is one of our most fascinating and favorite destinations. And we're doing this basically. We propose it sometimes and people are like, sure, we'll take it. We're like, are you sure? And we've been doing basically every week or every other week, we're doing a different helicopter expedition from Cartagena out to these mountains, because sometimes people don't have the time to go out and spend another 2-3 nights there, but they have the time to go and spend a day and then come back. So it's been really great, especially for the more VIP guests who want to stay in the city, want to stay in these villas, but they still want to experience nature. So going to the Sierra Nevada mountains takes about 1 hour by a helicopter. We can land and we can take guests paddleboarding or kayaking in the river to see howler monkeys and have a beautiful picnic on the beach. We can take them to fly over the lost city, which are these beautiful terraces built 600 years before Machu Picchu. We can take them to visit a Kogi indigenous community, which is a fascinating, very humbling experience. It's not a show. It is just experiencing how people live, after 400-500 years after colonization, they still preserve their traditions, their language, their way of life, which is completely different than, the rest of us. We can go scuba diving in these beautiful nature reserve called Tayrona. And there's all sorts of really cool experiences that we can do in this area. It just depends on time, we can visit a coffee hacienda if we want. So all sorts of really cool ideas of things that we can do in this particular region of the Sierra Nevada mountains. And also about 20 minutes from the villas, you can go driving to the aviary. This is the second largest aviary in Latin America. As you can see here, you can actually go into these giant domes where you can actually be in contact with some of the birds and they come up to you. So it's not just going and seeing caged birds, they actually have recreated different environments and ecosystems inside of this place. So it's only 20 minutes away. It's a great place for kids. I've taken my 2-year-old and he loves it. So, I think we've taken older couples who really love birds and they still love it, so it's a very cool place to go to. And finally, this is a combination with the previous slide, my apologies, but this is just to show you one of the lodges that we land. This is Casa Amin. It's one of our other villas. So this is in Sierra Nevada. So if guests want to go and spend one night there and then come back to Baru, we can do things like that and combine two properties for, we make a kind of a special price, combining both of them, or just to go spend the day, pick coffee, go trekking in the cloud forest, and then fly back to Cartagena. And finally, Caribana is actually not that far away. It's about 1 hour driving from Baru. So guests can take a separate route through the back of Cartagena. And then within 1 hour, you can be teeing off at 7 a.m. And then you can be back in time for a late lunch on the beach. So it works quite well if anyone wants to go do a bit of golfing during their time away. So that's it, guys, for me. Does anyone have any questions?
Thank you very much, Christina. I think we're all ready to go. It sounds like a really cool program and you can put it as compact as you want or not. So I saw that Cassia had a question. 3,600 euro US dollar per night for how many guests? That was for probably the second villa, I think.
This is me taking into consideration meals for 6 guests.
Yeah,
but you can have up to 8 guests in total. So for example, if you're bringing up to 8 guests, it goes up to 3,700. So doesn't go up.
Great rate, I think, for the.
Yeah, this is the net rates. These are not public. These villas are not public, so you can mark it up based on, you know.
So maybe when you do the follow-up, Christina, you're gonna maybe include, of course, the rates for each villa, so everyone can have a. And the food was included also in the first one. I mean, the food is included in all the villa that you show.
Yes, in the first two, they are included. In the third one, because this is part of a hotel kind of project, then it's the breakfast is included, but then guests can order breakfast and lunch and dinner from the hotel restaurant.
And all the villa except kids. Kasia is asking.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Yes. All right. I see two other questions maybe on the chat. I just, Anne was saying hello. Céline was saying hello. Shari, Christina, the combo of activity and relaxation at Aqua Barou may be perfect for the Rosen family visiting in December. Voilà, if it's available. Let's discuss.
Okay.
Voilà.
Sounds good.
Dad and son wish to go to golf.
Super, fantastic.
So I don't know, I don't see any other question. That was a different subject today. Anne, you want to know what is your, Christina, what is your sustainable program?
What is my sustainable program?
Sustainability program. Galavanta, or I don't know, what you promote or what you know is sustainable in the, if you want to elaborate.
So as part of Galavanta, we are actually in the process of getting a B Corp certified. So this is a very rigorous process where we analyze all our processes, our suppliers, and making sure everyone has certain standards in terms of sustainability. In addition to that, we are constantly contributing to different conservation initiatives, not just in the Cartagena area, but also in the Sierra Nevada area. Locally, for example, we've been doing significant work around eliminating plastic from our operation. Within our office, everything that has to do with, we have a recycling program, organic waste. I don't know, there's lots of things. Maggie's here in the back. She's the one that's like championing everything.
Hello, Maggie. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
So Maggie has come on board to make sure that we're constantly improving, and not just on a sustainable aspect, but also community and positive impact in the experiences we do. So we're working actively on this.
Yeah, very important subject. Be proud of it. I think, yeah, that's the way to go, I think. Anyway, for all companies and anybody has anything? I don't see any other question. Christina, do you have anything to add? No, I think
no. So to my side, Sherry, I'm going to check in availability, and I'll get back to Sherry about the follow-up for Agua.
We will send the recording. Everybody knows that we have a platform, appointment platform, Let's Connect 365. So you can take a private 15-minute Zoom. You can also ask when you take the appointment to prepare an itinerary and invite your clients to join the Zoom. And you tell your clients that you're going to have a little chat all together with your own specialist from Colombia. So that's worked well, very well. And what else? All our recordings, if for other meeting or the webinar you have missed in the past, all are all available on our YouTube channel, Dominique Debay Collection. And I think that's it.
Sounds great.
Céline, what are the transact share around where are the transact share around the pool? So I don't know what you mean, Céline, which you're talking about me with my picture. I don't know, Céline, if you want to see which villa you were talking about, and let us know a little more what you mean by your question, or you can ask later on. All right, so let's see if we have already an answer. Yes, the photo. So you mean my photo, this villa on the back.
If you move over.
Okay, voila.
There you go.
Yes, so this is one of your villa, Christina.
Yeah, so that's Casa Amin, and actually we have a new little living rooms area outdoor right beside the transept. So we've extended the outdoor seating area for having more guests around the pool.
And this is a 4-bedroom, and it's actually right on the beach as well. Huh? Voilà.
Yes.
But Christina will tell you everything. And I think Barrow is a lovely area because you can have Cartagena for the day, which is, of course, everyone I think would love to go to Cartagena. And then you have all the activities and all the experiences. And I like the quick 1-hour helicopter ride and just go and come back for lunch or come back for dinner. Huh? Voilà. Thank you again for your time, Christina. And we'll see you soon on another webinar. Thank you, everyone. Let's tune in tomorrow. We have more webinar for you. Huh? All right.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.